Our first decision when we got married was tithing. Now, Paul, he didn't know what tithing was. I mean, he didn't even really know what a book in the Bible was. So I said to him, well, it's like 10 cents on the dollar. And he goes, well, a dime's not bad, but the money we're making, that's a lot of money. Well, I had just gotten healed of MS. So I said to him, well, what are my legs worth? What is eternity worth? How can you put a price on that? So there was never any question in our house ever. God came first. We weren't actually looking for a house. We were living over on State Street in a house we were renting, but the guy put the house up for sale. So we thought, maybe we better start looking. And we saw this house that we're in, and we're like, yeah, but this is a little more than we want to pay. So we decided, okay, we're going to make an offer. We said, all right, Lord, we don't have any money, but we want this house. So we made an offer. We said, we'll go VA loan. We don't need a down payment. We'll ask for the sellers to pay all the closing costs. So we made this offer and they accepted it. We're like, whoa, okay. We got ready to close on the house, and we were supposed to bring like $1,200 to closing. So I called the title company that morning and said, how much of a cashier's check do we need to bring? And she's like, none. You're getting back $798. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, you're getting back $798. I'm like, cool. We decided to put it in church, to bless somebody else the way that we had been blessed. The next month, there was a new buyer's home credit going into effect, where people who bought a new house that hadn't had one in like 3 years were given a $7,500 credit. In other words, they actually got a check back for $7,500. But the key to that was they had to pay that back in monthly installments, so much. And they had to live there for so long in order for that to be forgiven. The month we bought this house that we closed on it, that changed. It went from $7,500 to $8,000, totally forgivable. We didn't have to pay back one penny, didn't have to live here any certain amount of time. So after we had given the Lord back the $798, we get a check from the government for $8,000. We feel like everything we have is because we put God first in our life. No questions. There's never questions. I don't care if it's a rebate. 10% of that goes to God. I feel like if I can't trust God with my money, how can I trust Him with my life? And if you just try it, if you just work it, if you just do it, it's unbelievable how God will show Himself. And now here we are, we're both retired, both on Social Security, and I got to tell you, we are set the best financially than we've been in our entire life. If we see a need, somebody needs groceries, somebody is having a hard time with a house payment, we can help them, and we're not blessed because of what we get. We're blessed because of what we give. Trust God. Trust God with your life. You trust Him with your eternity. Trust Him with your money, and you just see what He does.